Hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in to our Locker Lounge. I am Audi, Director of Strategic Partnerships here at SwipBox, and today I have my colleague Klaus with me.
Yes, I'm Klaus, also Director of Strategic Partnerships, working close together with Audi, and we are here to tap into some of the questions that we get asked when we are at events to address why should you as a carrier choose SwipBox lockers. So this is why we're here.
What is the first, let's say, point that comes to your head and you want to address that?
Where I see we have a so-called advantage compared to some of the other players in the market is that we have this battery-driven lean locker that is easy to install, it's easy to relocate. The location game, you can kind of say, is a lot easier as well when you don't have to rely on cables, electricity, all this Wi-Fi, all these Wi-Fi connections, etc. So that's definitely one of the huge advantages with our solution, I would say.
I totally agree with you. My favorite point is the lowest total cost of ownership.
Yeah.
And it's because we don't have these add-ons on our locker.
True.
If you want to scale fast and if you want to be flexible in like reallocation and placing it here, there and everywhere, and you don't want to like visit or pay maintenance people, right, to visit lockers like 10 times a year or so, then we say we have a perfect solution because of these attributes that are not on the locker, we consider that you don't need like additional, cost to maintain them.
Yeah, and on average we calculate only one visit per year.
Yeah.
So I mean that should be doable for everybody, right?
Exactly. I think we also agree on this strong point called it's made to scale. It's designed to scale, right?
Yeah.
So we also want to have potential clients that are looking for this solution to scale fast,
True.
We don't want to like push our product to companies that they don't want to scale fast. Maybe they just want to have, a few lockers here and they don't even have like the volume that is necessary to work with our lockers or make our lockers sweat, right, for them.
Yeah. It's of course important as a carrier also looking into having your own locker network or just lockers in general that you really want your assets to sweat.
Yeah.
Because if you don't manage to get your package volume into the lockers, you're not gonna get the big benefits that a locker network will actually be able to give you.
Yeah.
And it's all about, also having like this mindset that you really want it to work.
What I love about, I'm not Danish, right? But I mean, what I love about Danish people, that they're very honest and they would, they will not try to sell the locker that is like bad for your business in a way. They will say like, hey, let's discuss this strategy. And we do have a lot of experience, right? The experience comes within.
Yeah.
That we did have an open network and we did had the integrations to multiple couriers, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So then that's why we can, it's kind of like an advisor position that we're taking whenever we try to do business with somebody, right?
You do have a concept where we see and regard ourselves as a partner, right?
Take, for example, the location game or location strategy,
Yeah.
We can advise a potential lead saying, based on your data, right? The volume that you get, volumetrics, exactly. We can come with like an actual data saying, in your case, you should place 3 lockers of this and that combination or 2 lockers, and I think it's actually very, very valuable point. Because to be honest, like there were a few times where it actually helped to close the deal, because they felt like so comfortable with that thought, that we've covered, the location, we covered this, like scalability, whatever, and actually the combination, because we don't want people to, or leads or clients to invest money right into something that they're not going to be used, because utilization
it's
is
only
very
a
important.
Success for them. For
if
us, I mean,
then
if
we
it's
succeed.
a success for them, right?
Yeah, totally.
And actually, speaking of, making a recommendation of the perfect mix for lockers for our partners or whatever it could be, it takes me a little bit back to actually one of the benefits from the battery-driven Infinity locker is also that it's like every single unit is like its own. You know, you see out there, like there's like long racks or there's a lot of lockers standing next to each other, and usually one of them is like the mother brain. So if that breaks down, all of them breaks down at the same time. That's also one of the beauties with the Infinity Locker, is that each unit has like its own brain. So if, and it doesn't happen very often, but if one of them should fail, or it doesn't have any impact at all on all the other lockers at this particular service point. Exactly. So you're not so vulnerable when it comes to your daily operations, when you have to, or if you have like a Infinity Locker. So
and I guess the last thing that is super important and we want to really emphasize is like fast production.
Yeah.
We can produce, a certain amount of lockers within 12 weeks.
Yeah.
And they're like, whoa.
And that's, of course, for the production of the lockers themselves. But at the meantime, we got the whole integration going, all these things. So you can say, once all the formal agreements and everything have come into place and everything is like ready to go, that's where we start taking off. And speaking of this, some of the questions we also get when we talk into production, or people ask us, where are your lockers from? We proudly say that they are made in Denmark.
If we had our production overseas, that would cost so much money to ship and fly back and forth, and because we do quality checks and all these things, so we want to be in control of that.
And it has been a strategic move from our side, that we want to have our production facilities close to us.
Exactly.
So we can keep up the high quality.
Yeah.
We can easily go on site, see how is production running, how is everything, is things going as planned.
Yeah, because before we ship our product from here to a client, then we are absolutely certain that we know exactly what is in the package, or what is, what are we sending.
Absolutely.
So that wraps up our episode, right?
I think it did.
Yeah, and thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Join us on our next episode.